Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at this Diode Dynamics SS3 Pro LED driving pod light with bracket. This 3-inch LED driving pod light is going to act as an auxiliary high beam and increase your visibility to keep you safe. So if you're thinking about upgrading your high beam setup with additional lights, this might be a good option for you to consider. As you can see, I do have it connected to my power source, and what you're currently seeing is one of my favorite features of this light, and that's the backlight. But more on that in just the next moment or so. I do want to show you that I have the bracket installed with the hardware. And so this bracket is going to make it very easy to mount virtually anywhere on your car. That's going to be helpful for you. And what's nice about the bracket is you're going to be able to adjust the angle of the light to whichever way is going to work best for you, and then you'll just tighten down the light in the bracket with the included hardware. It also includes the hardware to mount the bracket to your vehicle. And then I do have a bracket here that's not installed, just to give you a look at what it looks like. It is made of durable aluminum, and so you're not going to have to worry about corrosion or anything like that. And so, again, it's going to be a pretty simple setup, and I'm going to shut my lights off here just to give you a good look at that backlight. So you see what it looks like there from a distance. It's going to add a stylish touch to your vehicle, or it's going to give you a little bit more visibility when you're not using the main beam. Speaking of the main beam, here it is right here, and you can see the difference between that main beam and the backlight. So I'm going to fire that up again, and then let me see if I can turn this around and show you that beam on the wall behind me. That driving pattern beam is going to give you enough width to light up a standard road or trail. And this light has a color temperature of 3000 Kelvin. So that yellow color is going to be great for bad weather like rain or fog. And it has a raw lumen rating of 5220 lumens and a measured lumen rating of 2700 lumens. So while I have that beam on my wall, I'm going to turn my studio lights back on. You can still see just how bright that beam is and how visible it is. Now this does have a peak beam intensity of 60,900 candela. And in case you don't know what candela ratings are, they measure the directional light output and and it's how anything is rated where you want light shining in a specific direction. Lumen ratings are just for omnidirectional output, like your regular light bulbs where you want light shining in all directions. But for a more detailed description of those ratings, you can visit this product page on our website, or Diode Dynamics provides additional information that you can find. The power draw on that main beam is 2.7 amps, and on the backlight it's 0.03 amps. And this light is designed with the newer technology known as custom TIR optics. TIR stands for total internal reflection. So unlike the older technology that uses reflectors or simple projector lenses, which aren't too efficient at focusing all of the light where you want it, this custom designed large TIR optic actually collects and focuses all of the light forward very efficiently. And instead of having another external lens, certain lens patterns have been molded directly into this lens surface. So that's going to prevent the normal efficiency loss you see with an outside lens. So as you probably know, when you shine light through any type of glass or plastic, you could lose up to 10% of that light from it just shining through. So by making it a part of this lens, you're not going to lose efficiency, you're actually going to gain some efficiency. Now this does include an industry standard integrated Deutsch style connector. So you can see it's in use here on my light. So here's a pigtail that's not in use, and you see that connector. And so it's going to be very easy to wire up to your vehicle, and that Deutsch style connector is going to secure right in place. And then at the base of our light we have this breather patch that's going to prevent any moisture buildup. And then we also have these heat sinks here on the back of the housing of the light. They're going to do a great job of dissipating heat quickly to increase the longevity of this light. And this light has been built with high intensity LED chips, and it does feature a durable powder coated aluminum construction. That heavy duty construction is going to do a great job of withstanding extreme temperatures, corrosion, vibration, and testing is completed to SAE standards, just like your factory lighting components on your vehicle. And an interesting note, Diode Dynamics actually designed and engineered and assembled this light right down the highway from us here at their headquarters here in the greater St. Louis area. Now just some overall measurements, looking at the width first, from end to end, we're sitting at about 3¼ inches wide. That's going to be the same for the height. Now when you add the bracket, you're obviously going to extend the height a little or add a little bit more height. So from the top of the light to the base of our bracket, we're sitting pretty close to 3¾ inches tall. And then measuring from the front of our light to the end of our heat sinks, we're looking at pretty close to 2 3/8 inches deep. Now this light does draw high current and it does require adequately sized wiring for safe operation. So if you are not using a Diode Dynamics wiring harness, you want to be sure that you're using wiring that's 16 gauge or larger. Now we do also offer this light in a set of 2 with brackets and hardware. And if you like this light, but you're not real sure about the features or the specs, if that's going to work for your setup, we do have a wide selection of lights here at etrailer.com from Diode Dynamics. So take a look at the other selections that we have. They have different types of lights, different features, and I'm confident you're going to be able to find just what you're looking for. Well, I think that's going to wrap up our look today. I do hope that our time together has been illuminating for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.